Thanks for inviting us.
Norman, can you hear me at the back? No. I can't follow that. I probably would have said that myself 50 years ago. Excuse me. All I will say is in 1967. 1967. Right now. Don't carry around. Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely delighted to be able to stand here tonight and tell you that none of the old have died in the last year. Unless Dennis has got a secret to this and is going to embarrass me with it afterwards. But I'm also delighted that I'm your founder member, because I've been here the longest, and how delighted I am to see you all, and in particular, what a lovely load of women have turned out tonight. Number amongst how many fingers have we got would call me a liar, but there you go. Or an Eric Smoothie. But I'm delighted, I really am, to see such a bloody marvellous turnout. And all I want to say tonight is a thank you to Senior Tom for allowing it on, and for the PRA for allowing us to use their hall again. What more can we say? We are the nomads of the old 16th Independent Parachute Brigade. We are the only members I know that have gone for their corps, whether the corps has been called the RASC, the RAOC, the REME, Rough Engineering Made Easy, the ACC, and the ats and debts, like the dentists and the medics and everything else, that made up the 3.5 men in their thousands that actually jumped out the bellies of the Iron Birds. And I'm told that the youngsters nowadays do 3 jumps and then have to pay to do another 5. But aren't they getting airborne soldiers on the chicken? The old ethos is that you go through P Company and you get sorted and sifted. And those of you that can't bribe a Sergeant Major then have to do the actual P Company and go on the traces and actually pass. And then what would we have found? Like these youngsters are then told, well, okay then, you can be posted back to your battalion or back to the squadron, back to your regiment, and you can do your jumps later. Because the British government hasn't got enough money to pay for the aircraft. Now we all know, don't we, that the reason that our parachute brigade fell to bits is because, believe it or not, we were the 17th priority in going to war. So that didn't stop them putting the whole entire parachute brigade onto a boat in Liverpool, that's it, and sending us to Belfast in 1969 by sea to be the first into Northern Ireland. Now, that's what we do. Now, the youngsters up there haven't got a bloody scooters what I'm talking about. But I looked at them tonight, I exchanged a regimental tie with the youngest, fine, and I'll be finishing in a bit. Fine bastard if he's got a mobile. But I looked at him tonight and think, we used to look like them. Yeah. The only reason being good core members. And this goes back to Harry's social Harry, when eating out the people to jam. Today, we have Regt. They took part in a 6-mile speed march, and they actually beat the Royal Marines of Ireland. By 8 minutes. Because don't we remember the Devizes Westminster Canoe when Pagan Evans beat the Royal Marines, and we were the first ever under 24 hours, and the bastards won double Benzodrome. Or Dream, whatever it's called, lads, you'll probably know. And it's also a new Royal Logistic Corps record. So, if you kept us from our drink tonight, boys, we forgive you. And welcome amongst us. You're entitled to pass amongst freely, and if you can pick up any more tips, put the £20 notes directly into your pockets. Don't lie, the first Sergeant Major was 63, once we were actually in Dick Crowley a drink.
Richard Crew.
So, welcome, and thank you to all for turning up. It's an absolute bloody pleasure to be here. Now we're going to hand over to the OC in Taff. You told me my name's not Taff, it's James. And he's a ranker like me. Tom is a major. Because lads, we used to call it in those days when you got caught with your hand on a bit of beaver or in the till, it was called being back squatted. And it's Major Taff, ladies and gentlemen.
I've called many things in my time, ranker.
Stand up! Stand up!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I think you've heard enough about the wonderful work the 63 is currently doing, and obviously the history with Jack. So all I'd like you to do, I'm going to do the loyal toast, if that's okay with you. So please, be upstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen.
The Queen.
Thank you very much.
I've just been followed by the Ragged Company who brought it to my attention that I was wrong. They are right. Unfortunately, this year we lost Bill Stockwell, an old friend who was there with us from the start in One Power Log. He also ran the Portsmouth PRA, and he was instrumental in getting the Pomp division going. And so, what more can I say? We're going to add him to the absent friends, because what I want to do now, when I get my drink, is we're now going to stand up and we're going to say farewell to absent friends, but most importantly, and young Neary, who's the parachute regiment, but whose brother was a dear friend of mine and still owes me money, is led a string to the first parachute logistic regiment.
To absent friends, in particular, Bill Stockton and W2 Dan Shirley, and that with us last year.